I am heading to Winchester today for my placement in medicine and elderly care. It is my second week on this placement. I was going to vlog my first week, but it was all a bit hectic getting used to the commute from Southampton to Winchester. Only takes an hour, but it was just a bit stressful. But we're in a bit more of a routine now, so I think it'll be more helpful for you to see what it's actually like. First week was okay. It was a little bit different to surgery. I've got to get to Winchester for 9 for the ward round today. Later on, I'll explain how this placement works. But today, ward round, bedside teaching, and revision are the goals. Here I am getting all my stuff ready to go on the ward round. Ward rounds on medicine are a lot longer than surgery ward rounds. Like, they can literally go on for 4, even 5 hours. So I've learnt to be prepared because it's a long walk back to the med student room if I forget something. After escaping rounds at just after 12, I had some lunch before we had some teaching on ECGs with 2 lovely foundation doctors who are kind of like our tutor. On the bus home, I did try to go over the ECGs again because it's just something I really struggle to get my head around. That is the first day of the week done. Obviously, we've only got a 4-day week this week because pretty much every week in May has a bank holiday, which I have been very much enjoying. It does put the pressure on a little bit with our attendance on placement because we do have to have a certain amount of attendance within the 7 weeks. I am on my 3rd of 3 placements in 3rd year. I've done GP, I've done surgery, and this is my final one of the year. It is medicine and elderly care. I am based on a gastro ward for the first 4 weeks, and then I'll move on to an elderly care ward for the final 3 weeks. Obviously, I'm not going into theatre anymore. I'm based on the wards, and I'm spending more time with the junior doctors than I was on surgery, which I think is a good thing because I've already had a chance to practice taking blood. But day to day, it's going to be ward rounds, clinics, teaching, clinical skills, so there's a lot going on, but I've also got to balance revising for those exams that are coming up in July. I am just really tired today. I ended up staying a lot later than I thought I would. The ward round I was on earlier, I met this consultant. He was the nicest consultant I've ever come across. Like, he asked me how my weekend was, and he didn't just ask me, he actually had lots of questions about my weekend. He learnt my name, he asked me about my job. He just was really nice and had a good sense of humour. Anyway, now I'm going to do some revision, and I think we're doing a big clean of the flat in a bit because the flat is getting messy. Once everyone's home, we're going to do a deep clean. But first, revision. Here is my lunch. I've got a chicken salad with mayo and sweet chili sauce, and then I'm also going to take in one of these skinny whip bars as my little sweet treat after my wrap. Okay, so you might be confused. Why is it Tuesday again? I ended up abandoning the vlog because I was just feeling really stressed and I had a lot of things going on. So let's try again. Here's Tuesday morning. The lovely Marriage was giving me a lift on this day, so I had time to eat breakfast instead of rushing to catch the early bus. It's recording. Just say good morning.
Good morning.
No, you have to hold it up. You have to hold it.
Morning.
How's everyone feeling?
Tired.
Take me blood. Oh yeah.
Do it again.
So I'm gonna go to phlebotomy today and take a few bloods and maybe cannulate because I've never done that before. And then I've got teaching on ECGs.
Nice.
That's it.
Marriage, what are you doing today?
I have catheterization, the practical, and we had a tutorial in the afternoon, but that's cancelled. But then I'm going to Hartley Library, my favourite place ever.
I haven't been to Hartley in ages.
Yeah, I'm back in my Hartley. I'm bringing my lunch, breakfast and dinner.
No, Hartley scares me, it's too full.
No, it's too full. I'm
It's
not going
too
till June.
full.
I'm not going there till all
The distance.
Until
normal
everyone's
people
left,
done.
yeah.
Instead of ward rounds, we had 3 hours of teaching on ECGs, and I actually felt like I was starting to get it by the end. But as you can see, we needed quite a few breaks in between because the little squares on the ECGs were making us dizzy, and also the aircon was on max in the room, so we were freezing and needed to warm up. After teaching, I had my lunch in the library. Winchester Uni campus, which by the way is a really nice campus, is directly behind the hospital. So it's a really good place to go when we aren't on the wards or when we want to go do some revision. And the library's really empty as well because I think the uni term is pretty much done. I got on with some renal medicine revision using 0 to finals. I make these little summaries. I don't know if you've noticed, but that's my kind of way of revising. I make summaries of every single topic in medicine and surgery. And then on the side, I do past med and ques med to practice, basically. It's a method that I found works really well. I am definitely someone who can't just do past paper questions. Like, I have to actually go through the information and I have to write it down because I'm quite a visual learner and I also need to process information. I'm definitely not one of those people that can just read something and take it in. And that's okay. And that's something I've only totally accepted recently. Anyway, in the afternoon, we had some teaching with our F1 tutors and they taught us all about fluids and how to prescribe fluids, when to, that kind of stuff. And when that was done, I got a lift home with Emma and Emily. Hello, good morning. I feel like this is the most disjointed vlog I've ever put out on this channel because I don't even remember what I've done or said in the last few days that I've actually picked up the camera, so I do apologise for that. But I'll be honest with you, third year is really difficult. It is the longest year I have ever spent at university. It started the first week in September and it ends the second week in July. Everyone else finishes uni in about 2 weeks' time and we still have 6 weeks to go. We still have 4 weeks of placement. I've been on placement since the second week of January and we're in May and I've had 1 week off. I don't mean to rant, but it's been tough. Third year is definitely a marathon, not a sprint. What I'm trying to say is I'm sorry if this vlog isn't the best. I'm just trying to show you what I'm getting up to, but at the same time, exams are really on my mind. Placement is full on. I can't really vlog on placement. Unfortunately, YouTube has had to go on the back burner a little bit this year because of, you know, what happened last year with the exams. Quick update for this week. I'm in the middle of the third week of this placement in Winchester on medicine and elderly care. Today, I'm gonna go in, hang out on the ward, the gastro ward that I'm on. I'm going to have some bedside teaching off one of the consultants who's actually the module lead. Also, we've got a lecture on rheumatology, but not till 3 o'clock, which is why I haven't gone in super early today because I know I'm going to be there a while. Luckily, the FY1s on my ward are so nice, like really friendly, chatty, welcoming. They're also younger than me, which was a little bit hard for me to get my head around that, you know, these people have a lot of responsibility and they're only 24. Oh yeah, update. So the uni notoriously never give us past paper questions, but today they have sent us a mock paper for our multiple choice exam that we're doing in July. So they're gonna send us the answers on Monday. So basically I've got 100 questions that I'm gonna try and do between now and Monday so that when they send the mark scheme out I can just sit and mark it. But they're essentially like past med questions, so that's a good sign, I think. Thanks to the uni for providing us with some help. So yeah, I'm gonna get the bus now. Sadly no lift this morning because Marriage went in. She's on surgery, so a lot of the days her starts are like 7, 8 a.m. whereas medicine starts are more like 9, 9:30. But it does mean that I either have to get up really early with her or I get the bus. And today I decided I would get the bus. Let's go. Thursday started with another ward round. On this one, I was promoted from chief curtain closer to note taker. So I actually felt a lot more involved because I was being helpful and I learned quite a lot more because I really had to pay attention to what the patients were saying. Not that I don't normally, but you know, if you're making the notes, there's a bit more pressure to make sure you hear everything. In the afternoon, we had some clinical skills and teaching on rheumatology. I spent the evening revising. This time it was haematology. This evening the flat was really full. There's only 4 of us who live here, but there were 6 of us hanging out, so it was quite busy and I was getting distracted quite a lot. And then Luke got the brownies out, and to be honest, it was all over by that point. Hi!
Oh, she got them.
Say,
She got to buy me a tie.
No, I don't. I'm not your mother. It's Friday. We have online lectures this morning, so it's time for a good old-fashioned day on campus. Here's my library fit for the day. I'm layering because it is very... It's that transitional season where you don't know what the temperature is going to be like. So I've got layers. I've got comfy joggers on and my trainers. Say hi.
It's been a while since you've vlogged.
It has.
You never upload anymore.
I don't. Wave, boyfriends on YouTube. So every few weeks we have a morning of clinical lectures instead of placement on a Friday, and normally they're online, occasionally they're in person, but on this day they were online. So I got on with those before doing the rest of my haematology revision. Friday afternoons we have our compulsory student selected unit, and as you might have seen in the other vlogs, I'm learning Italian at the moment. In this session we were doing verbs and we were listening to a song and trying to translate it. After Italian I headed to town to meet Jack after his eye test. Very exciting, I know. It wasn't me. Oh, he's locked me in. A car alarm is going off, that's good. Oh, it stopped. It is the weekend. I don't normally vlog on the weekends, but I thought, why not? Let's see what I get up to. So I'm just waiting for Jack to get some cash out because we're heading up to a place called Southall today, which is in somewhere in London. My best friend Freya is getting married next weekend. Her family are from Bangladesh, so her wedding is quite traditional and we are going to wear traditional outfits. So I've already got my outfit, but Jack, being Jack, has left it to the week before. Hopefully it shouldn't take the whole day because I want to get some revision done this evening. So I've been to Southall before with Freya and her mum when I went to get my outfit, and Freya's mum did a lot of the bargaining and the, what's it called when you... Haggling. She did a lot of the haggling. She was really good at it. So Jack and I going up alone, I'm going to try and haggle with him. But I just somehow don't think I'm going to be as good as Freya's mum. Jack's not happy about spending our Saturday shopping, but I'm quite excited. This is just the reality of being 26 and still at uni. I'm trying to revise for exams. Meanwhile, my friends are getting married, having babies, buying houses. We're alright, aren't we, darling?
No.
We're having fun.
No.
So Southall was mission success. We actually found Jack an outfit in the second shop we went in, and he even managed to negotiate a £5 discount. So we got a celebratory chaiwala before driving home so I could get a couple hours of revision done. And then in the evening we decided we needed to get some fresh air. So we drove out to the New Forest to have a look at the ponies and the donkeys, and then we got fish and chips for tea. Perfect Saturday night in my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Hopefully I'll get another one out to you soon. I'm just really bogged down with revision at the moment. But again, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!